Let's set the thing off. So I went to iSmart here in the BVI, and the guys there hooked me up with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I said, hey, I have to do a review. Shout out to the team at iSmart. Bash, you have a great team. Keep looking out for them. This isn't going to be your normal review. Of course, you could search YouTube and find millions and, well, not millions, but watch a whole bunch of reviews about the iPhone, breakdowns, destroying cases, you name it. This isn't going to be one of those reviews. This is me simply telling you, as a regular person, why should you get this phone? So let's dive in. Like everybody else, I wanted that orange. We call it the CCT orange. That is the color. But, being an early adopter, that is sold out. So no orange. It's difficult to get the orange. Anyway, it's difficult to get the orange. So the one that I got is the one that iSmart had is the white. Well, it's technically silver. They call it silver. But to me, it looks like frosty white. Frosty white. When I opened it, my previous iPhone was also white, silver as they call it, and it was a shiny silver on the side. This one is more frosty. So the other one looked more like jewelry, all shiny and bling bling. This one was not. It's more like a matte, since it's aluminum. So I wasn't, the look to me, I was expecting it to kind of have that bling to it somewhat. I don't know why, but it didn't. So I was slightly disappointed in that look. Eventually I got over that, and I kind of like the color. I really do like the color. As you guys know, there has been Scratchgate, where people are complaining about scratches, and I think the white, the silver, is less prone to scratches. I have not seen any scratches. Now and then something would rub off on it if it brushes up against something, but it wouldn't stay. I could just wipe it off very easily. If this Scratchgate thing is true, then the silver is the best color. It's not showing on this color at all. I'm out here in lovely Virgin Gorda. Just got over here. Check this out. Right on. Took the boat, the ferry to come over. Continuing this review, one of the most important things to us, and that really matters to us, is battery life. How is battery life? Coming from the iPhone 13 Pro Max, I really love the battery on that phone, and even though it needs changing, it has been really good. So I expected an exceptional battery on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It is definitely giving me all-day battery life, as Apple claims. I think I could get maybe like a day and a half out of it. Doing normal use, and normal use for me, I'm a heavy user. I'm a very heavy user. So games, editing videos, photos, you name it. I'm always on my phone doing everything. So you won't have to worry about battery. The phone itself definitely is thicker than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It is thicker. I welcome it because it means it has a bigger battery, and we always welcome bigger battery. More battery life, the better. So I don't mind the thickness at all. And you don't feel it. Due to the rounded corners, you really do not feel the extra thickness. To me, it actually feels smaller, I guess because of the corners. I'm here at the scene of the crime. This is where I got my iPhone 17 Pro Max from, iSmart. Just checking out how it is. I did ask a question, and there has been interest in the phone. You guys, you definitely want this phone. It is amazing. If you're coming from like the 15 or anything like that, it is amazing. If you're into awesome photos, this is the obvious default choice. This thing is amazing. Right now I'm shooting with the front-facing camera, 4K 30, using the default camera app. This is it. While I'm in here, I'm looking at other Apple products. You know me, I'm like a kid in a candy store. So yeah, so if you see me with a next Apple bag, make a guess. It could be anything. The camera plateau. This is, I think it's a polarizing feature where you either really love it or you really don't like it. For me, I love it. I really, really love it. What I've gotten is when I'm out in public, I am not using a case yet, but when I'm out in public, people see it, they instantly recognize that it is the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So that camera plateau serves that purpose. It looks cool to me, it's very identifiable. Also, there are functional purposes to it. They house a lot of the technology in there, and to me, they did it in a good way where it also looks good, it looks cool. The secondary color on the back is white. It is a plain white. Oh, and a quick gripe I have with Apple. I think back in the day, the iPhone 7, if I remember correctly, you could have rotated the home screen into landscape mode. I really love that. And a lot of the apps support landscape mode. And then they took it away. They never gave it back to us. That is annoying to me. That is one of my biggest issues with the iPhone, where, you know, you can't, everything is in landscape mode, and then you go to the home page and it's like, oh, this is vertical. They need to fix that. Okay, I'm back out here in Virgin Gorda again. It's a windy day, very, very overcast here today in Virgin Gorda. It started out as a nice day, but it turned into one of those overcast days, as you can see in the background. Now, I think this is a perfect opportunity to talk about the screen for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It is really, 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 really good. And to be honest, on paper, the specs don't really look that much different, but when you see it yourself, it's super bright. So even in this kind of condition where it's hazy, or if it's a super sunny day, it is really very clear and transparent. And as you can see, I have on the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, but these are transitions, so you can see it's kind of dark now, and the screen is still very clear. I could see everything very clearly. That is the screen. You're gonna love the screen. You're gonna love the screen. I'm about to do a track run, but before I do that, I just wanted to focus on certain things in regards to the camera. Now, this is the front-facing camera. I've been shooting most of this on the front-facing camera. The quality is really good. It's nighttime here. Obviously, I have the lights, but look at the flare. Now, this flare, I wouldn't say is as bad because it kind of has this anamorphic effect. But you see this blue dot? I forgot what they call it. That's my one issue with the iPhone 17 cameras. Well, iPhone cameras in general. You would think that they would fix this by now, but they haven't. These flares aren't as bad. They kind of look anamorphic, even though it's cutting into me. But yeah, this, where is it? Where is the dot? Yeah, so you have to be mindful of that. Let's be real. The real reason you're going to be impressed with this phone, the cameras. They're all 48 megapixels, the back cameras, and the one in front, which I'm shooting with now, is 18 megapixels, but it is like a square sensor. So I am holding this vertical, but it could also shoot horizontal while I'm holding it this way. The camera quality is why you're going to buy this phone. So I would say, let's be real. If you have like a 16, maybe a 15, you may not need this phone. You may not need this phone. Unless you're big into photography, videography, if you want better quality, this is it. The cameras are next level to the 16. But if you have an older device, yes, get this. You're gonna be very, 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 very impressed with the cameras. Like I said, I use my Canon camera a lot less because I have this. It has up to an 8-time optical quality zoom. Realistically, it's the 4 times camera, but it crops in. But that crop, it really looks like it's optical quality. I don't know what magic Apple is working, but it's really good. I use that a lot, actually. That's the equivalent of a 200 millimeter lens. On my Canon camera, I have the 800 millimeter lens, which I use for wildlife and mostly like whales, because I do whale research, things like that. So on the phone, I have up to 200 millimeters and then 800 on the Canon camera. So to reiterate, I have to emphasize this. You are going to want this phone for the cameras. The cameras are superb. They are superb out the box. They're superb. Also, we're looking at the sound quality. Right now, outside here, it's very, very windy. But I haven't listened to this yet. I'm confident that it sounds very good. If you're debating it, get it. Get it. You're gonna need it. You're not gonna regret it. And the next
important thing is that it's very fast and powerful, very smooth. So you will be happy with that if you do a lot of work. I get a lot of things done a lot faster. And of course, with CCT 5G, the internet is also fast.
Thank you. We have a new Apple product. I wonder what it is. Take a guess. In this day and age, every smartphone, especially every flagship, they all have great cameras, right? So why should I buy the iPhone? You're saying that the main reason for buying the iPhone 17 is all about the cameras. Well, not all about, but that is a huge improvement. So why get the iPhone 17 if I could get any flagship and they all have great cameras? When I'm considering it, I don't just want a camera that is good for social media or showing photos and videos to family and friends. For me, it's about the professional use of the camera. If you don't believe me, check this. Do your own research. Yes, I know, do your own research. But go on YouTube and check out the really big photographers and check out what they have in their kit. I'm not talking a phone that they use to communicate. I'm talking about if you have a photographer or a videographer that is using an actual phone as part of their rig, it most likely, let's say about 98% of the time, most likely it will be an iPhone. That's my bad. That is the bad that I have it set at. So when you see me here talking about, oh, go buy the iPhone because of the camera, yeah, other flagship, of course they have good cameras too, no doubt, but I'm talking about that real professional quality camera that you could use in a real production. I'm talking big production, big billboards, and like big films and that kind of stuff. For me, some of my photos have been published in world-renowned magazines, and shooting with the iPhone, not even the 17. So imagine the 17 now, the kind of quality I could get with this phone. So if you're looking for a phone that could just, post on social media, blah, blah, share with family and friends, hey, look at my photo, look at my cat, that kind of stuff, any phone could do the job. But when you're talking about serious work, serious work, then this is the phone for you. The iPhone 17, the iPhone 17 line, the iPhone 17 Pro, Pro Max. And even though you may not be into big productions and professional situations, you never know. You just never know. And it could help you with making your TikTok look a lot better. Simple as that. Let's summarize why you should get this phone as a regular person. Of course, the cameras, those 48 megapixels camera, the front, the selfie camera is amazing. I've been shooting a lot of things with that. The cameras. One, most important, it looks awesome. The plateau, it is distinctive. People see the phone and they're like, wow, okay, yeah, that's the iPhone 17. The battery life, if you need a phone that lasts longer, the Pro Max got you. The 17 Pro Max, it got you. Like I said, I could get a day and a half battery life out of this phone, and I use my phone very heavily. And of course, let's not forget the screen. Like I said, on paper, it doesn't look much different, but when you look at the screen itself, especially with the 3000 nits brightness, it makes a big difference. It really does. And of course, the phone is exceptionally fast. There's nothing like it. You will be impressed by the speed. Everything is just instant, especially with me using CCT 5G, the first 5G network in the BVI. With the vapor chamber, I'm not gonna get into it, but it helps the phone so that it doesn't have to throttle. So you could get maximum speed from this phone, and it has some really powerful processors. I think Apple claimed MacBook power in an iPhone. I mean, they're kind of using similar architecture chip. Let's not go down that road. The phone is fast. So that's it for this iPhone 17 Pro Max review. Tell me what you think. If it helped you make a decision, maybe to get it, maybe not to get it, who knows? But let me know what you think.